Hey guys, if you've read Chattavore much at all, you are well aware of my obsession with Lodge cast iron. Lodge manufactures their world-renowned cast iron in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, just about 50 miles from my front door, and they have a great factory store that I get by as much as possible. So I have a pretty wide selection of cast iron skillets in my house. There's nothing better for making hamburgers, frying chicken, or making cornbread. One of the things that people mention to me a lot is that they're just not really sure how to take care of their cast iron. If you're not careful, it can end up rusty or dried out, and people just aren't really sure how to wash it and take care of it to keep that from happening. But I promise you that if you take a few minutes every time that you wash it to care for it, you will end up with a pan that is perfectly slick, just like a non-stick skillet, with the benefit of being virtually scratch-proof. So today I'm going to show you a few techniques for caring for and re-seasoning your cast iron. First, if you have a well-seasoned pan, you'll want to keep it that way. If I have something really stuck to the inside of my pan, I'll use a plastic scraper to get it off. I just use a Pampered Chef scraper, but you can get an inexpensive scraper at just about any kitchen store. Whatever you do, don't let it sit in the sink with water in it, because this will cause it to rust. Next, use a sturdy scrub brush and hot water to scrub the pan clean. Do not use anything abrasive and don't use soap. This will ruin the seasoning in your pan. Dry your pan, then while it's hot, spray it with non-stick cooking spray, aka PAM, or pour in about a teaspoon of vegetable or canola oil. Rub the oil with a paper towel on the inside and the outside of the pan. Store your cast iron pans with paper towels between them to keep the air flowing. If you have a pan that's dried out, lost its seasoning, or rusted, you may think it's beyond repair. I promise you it's not. I restored these pans in about 5 minutes. Start by scrubbing the pan with a wet steel wool pad. A lot of steel wool pads have soap in them, but since we're re-seasoning the pan, that's okay in this case. Scrub, scrub, scrub to get off all the rust, then rinse the pan well and dry it. Set the pan on a stove burner over medium heat and let it warm a little. Pour in a teaspoon of oil and turn off the heat. Rub the pan with the oil inside and out until the oil is completely rubbed in. Repeat this process about 5 times until your pan is shiny and black. Let it cool down and then store it, as I mentioned before, with paper towels between the pans. One more thing that I wanted to mention is that if you keep paper towels between your cast iron, it'll end up looking like this because it's soaked with oil. And that's okay, because the oil will keep your cast iron from drying out. I'm obsessive about taking care of my cast iron, and if you will be too, it will serve you well for years to come. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below, and check out my website, chattavore.com. If you have suggestions for future Chattavore videos, be sure to suggest those in the comments below too. Thanks, and have a great day.